Death of a real estate salesman. This is a story of loss, and it's a very common story. I'm sure you know the one about the employee that is dissatisfied at their job,
feeling unengaged and unable to contribute. Maybe you are that employee, and you feel like there's no level of trust, no communication, no delegation, no growth, and most importantly, you're not engaged.
But maybe you're that employer. You found your needle in the haystack, diamond in the rough, whatever cliche you want to use here.
But maybe for whatever reason, that person decided not to stay.
And that was one of your greatest losses. Because you've spent time and money and resources.
And now you've lost them.
After all that time and energy, they're gone. But let's take a moment to consider what happened from the employee's perspective.
Were they engaged or just satisfied? Did you invest in them? Were they growing? Did you clearly define their role? Probably not.
Let's get more specific here, for example. Jack made it through a rigorous interview process. He had a big vision for the company. He could sell, someday maybe even lead the team.
There were some small concerns about him among the staff. Jack seemed to have a little bit of an ego, but the boss had that gut feeling that Jack was talent.
The boss wasn't wrong. Jack was talented. He checked all the boxes when it came to the knowledge, skills, and proven track record in the industry. Besides, he could sell. He was the purple unicorn and that missing piece that the company needed.
So Jack got the job. Jack was promised rapid growth, bonuses after 90 days, a competitive salary, all the works.
For the first few weeks, things got off to a roaring start. There was new excitement and energy in the business. Sales were booming and the boss began to envision where the company could be in just a few short years.
But every once in a while, Jack's ego would emerge. The occasional snide comment or chest thumping would occur at the team meeting.
But these behaviors were typical of a salesman.
Or at least that's what the boss told herself.
The rest of the staff seemed less forgiving.
No one had come out directly to say anything to the boss, but their irritation was apparent.
Don't rock the boat, the boss said, and decided instead to focus on the horizon of great things to come.
After a few months, the broader company ecosystem began to show signs of stress. Like an organ transplant gone wrong, the broader company culture was rejecting the new recruit.
The initial excitement of the other salespeople had soured, and the once rosy sales figures became bleak. Numbers for July were now down by 20%. Something was seriously wrong here.
Something was seriously wrong.
It was time for the boss to rally everyone and take the field. She was going to get to the bottom of this. She got down in the trenches and gathered intel from her operations team. The admin weren't exactly a chatty bunch, so the boss hit the phones with her sales team. The first week into calls, scripts, and objections, and everything seemed fine. There was some jockeying for position and leads, but that wasn't unusual. The strange part
was how often the rest of the team seemed to conspire against Jack.
Why did he have this target on his back, and was he aware? Then, as some new leads sprinkled in the following week, the clear problem emerged.
Jack was talented, but he was not a team player. He was great at transacting business because everything he did was transactional. Even his little quirks smacked of self-interest.
And the relationship with his coworkers always skewed toward his bottom line, not the team's nor the company's.
A few strained weeks later, and it was clear he couldn't stay.
Jack had packed his belongings.
Jack had packed his belongings.
What went wrong here? Where was the breakdown? We'd love if this story was an exception, but odds are that you can relate to its cast of characters. Whether you're hiring an executive assistant, sales agent, babysitter, or lawn service, we're willing to bet you've made hiring mistakes in the past.
If you've been there,
we want you to know that we've done that as well. We know this story well because Jack was our employee. Losing a talented contributor to your business is jarring, and it affects your culture, relationships, and financial bottom line a lot more than you realize.
We suffered a big loss from our career divorce with Jack, but we gained the insight that we were looking in the wrong place to grow our business.
What was good about this? We discovered that people are the X factor of business, and we never looked back. Having consulted and hired for countless businesses, we want to make the bold claim that employee talent is the #1 wasted resource in your business.
It's affecting your financial bottom line quite a bit.
Whether you're aware of it or not.
Your secret weapon for success is right under your nose, and it's your people.
If you're an employer and you're tired of wearing 13 hats in your business, we'll teach you how to trust, delegate, train, and engage your team. Every week, we'll demystify the process of finding, recruiting, hiring, and retaining talent. When you develop the people of your business, including you, to be more creative, autonomous, productive, and satisfied, you'll discover the effect it has on your customers and profits. If you've ever wondered who or how to hire, let alone how to retain, grow, or support your staff, we believe we can help.
And if you're an employee, this blog is also for you. We'll help you develop clarity, passion, and vision for your work. We'll offer guidance on how to better understand your career goals and what your trajectory could look like if you were to enter into a workplace where you felt engaged and on a path of growth. We'll offer tips and tricks to improve your resume, show up well on interviews, understand the value of personality assessments, and land your dream job. Job hunting is like dating, and we're here to play matchmaker.
We hope that you will join us on this journey to redefine business relationships. In fact, Ciprani Consulting's vision is to recreate your business, to be the driving force behind every successful entrepreneur and employee through our recruiting, consulting, training, and coaching programs. Get ready to challenge the conventional norms between bosses
And employees.
because we believe these static definitions no longer serve either party or align with the fluidity of the 21st century marketplace.
We invite you to join our campaign to tell a new story.
To develop a more collaborative, engaging, and profitable model for you, your business,
And career.